Good morning, yogis, and welcome to Yin Yoga with Matt. Thanks for joining me on this beautiful fall session this morning. And today we're going to be talking about stretching beyond what's comfortable. So this is not just a concept that I want you to bring to the mat today, but it's a concept that I want you to bring into your life with everything that you have to face when it comes down to any situations. So to me, stretching beyond what's comfortable means allowing myself to grow, allowing my mind, my body to expand and either acquire new skills, knowledge, or overcome challenges. So in life, when we stay comfortable, we don't grow. So it is important to learn to become comfortable being uncomfortable so that we can actually go past our sticking points, overcome challenges, grow, and acquire some new skills. So today, all you're going to be needing is a bolster for today's class. And if you want, we're going to start in the kneeling position, placing the bolster behind ourselves. And from sitting up straight, I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes, hands on top of your knees. We're just going to take some deep breath in and out through the nose. And as you calm your mind and get ready to dive into this beautiful Yin Yoga practice with me today, I want you to explore today going a little past your edge. So once we do an asana and you find a point of resistance, just try to go slightly past it without getting injured, then hold stillness and see what happens. Like anything in life, staying in that uncomfortable position will result in you getting comfortable and your body will open up. Same thing with anything in life. Taking on challenges and being uncomfortable, addressing them will get you to become more comfortable and overcome those sticking points, whether in your career, in your personal life, or anything else that you try to achieve. So just notice how good it feels to be conscious about your breathing patterns. Deep inhale of fresh air. Deep exhale of releasing tension. So when you're ready, we're going to take our left hand and we're going to place it on the exterior edge of the right knee, then placing our right hand behind on the bolster, and we're just going to be turning, looking back, just getting into that nice spinal twist from the kneeling position. And again, once you find that point of resistance, you can brace yourself with your left hand to push and twist a little further into this asana. What a beautiful day to be outdoors by the water. Thank you so much for joining me today. And let's release the twist, coming back to center very slowly. Just taking a moment to relax here, noticing how you feel. And when you're ready, we're going to place the right hand on the exterior edge of the left knee, and we're going to be twisting to the left side, placing the left hand on the bolster behind ourselves, lengthening the spine, and then looking back. Using that right hand again, applying some pressure on the exterior side of the left knee just to brace yourself and go deeper into the twist. Again, going slightly past what's comfortable today. Exploring, going just above our edges. And we can slowly release and come back to center. Again, just taking a moment to reset our body, allowing it to come back to neutral. And when you're ready, you can turn onto all fours, just like I'm doing right now. And we're going to go into thread the needle, working on opening up our spine. So squaring off into all fours like I'm doing right now. We're just going to take one big inhale, raising the right arm up in the air. And on the exhale, we're going to bring it around and scoop it underneath the left arm while we lower ourselves to the side of our head, extending the left arm in front of us for support, trying to keep our hips and knees aligned, and settling into stillness.
And we can slowly push through the left arm, releasing the right one, coming back up onto all fours, taking a moment here to just notice again how you feel with this nice opening of the spine. And then we can take one big inhale, raising the left arm up in the air. Exhale, scooping it around underneath the right arm, lowering yourselves down onto the left side of your head and left shoulder. And then we can extend that right arm in front of us for support. Closing our eyes and reconnecting with our breath. And we can slowly push through the right arm, coming back up into all fours, taking a moment here to notice how you feel again. It's always nice to take a short break in between transitioning from one position to the other. And when you're ready, we're just going to bring the left knee behind the left wrist, rolling onto our left hip. We're just going to go into deer pose. So from here, having the left leg doing a 90-degree angle towards the front of the mat, I'm going to have the right leg doing a 90-degree angle along the right edges of the mat. I'm just going to invite you to bring your arms back and roll that right hip around and back, supporting yourselves with your hands. behind, just like this. You should feel a lot of tension in the right hip socket right now, which is where we want the tension to be. And when you're ready, you can move your upper torso forward, bringing that right leg back and squaring off your hips for Pigeon Pose. So extending the right leg behind yourself like I'm doing. We can bring the bolster in front of us for support. And then from here, we're just gonna wait a little moment to settle into this. One big inhale. And on the exhale, we're gonna lower ourselves forward on the bolster. Just allowing our left glute to open up in this soothing and relaxing pigeon pose. And we can slowly push through our arms, raising our upper torso and freeing that left leg from underneath. So from here, we're going to bring the left knee behind the left wrist, rolling down on the right hip, making a 90-degree angle with that right leg towards the front of the mat, bringing the left leg to a 90-degree angle towards the exterior left edges of the mat. And again, for deer pose, we're going to try to roll our hip around and back, our left hip, putting the tension in our left hip socket, while just breathing and enjoying the scenery, remembering that we're trying to go just slightly past our comfort level into stillness. And we can slowly release, bringing our arms in front and extending the left leg back. So just setting ourselves up for Pigeon Pose, squaring our hips with our mat. We're going to be placing the bolster in front of us. So from here, one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to lower ourselves down on the bolster, allowing the right glute to open up. So from here we can push through our arms, raising our upper torso. Just taking a little moment here before we release the right leg back behind us. And we're just going to be placing the bolster sideways here, lowering ourselves down with our elbows in front of it. We're just going to be going into Sphinx Pose, supported Sphinx Pose, which is really great for the spine, the low back. Closing our eyes once more, connecting with our breath. Deep and slow inhales. Deep and slow exhales. So this is your moment of peace and quietness to recharge, relax, and open up your body, alleviating any kind of tension, chronic pain. So from here, we're just going to place our arms a little more in front of us and push ourselves up, supporting our torso with the bolster, going into sail pose. So just again, going past what's comfortable, exploring, going beyond our edge. Remember to drop your shoulder blades back and down. Do not shrug your shoulders up into your neck. So from here, we can move the bolster aside, lowering ourselves down, flaring out our elbows, palms, one on top of the other, and bring our forehead to rest on the back of our palms, just releasing our low back, taking this beautiful moment to just enjoy today's class together. It feels really good. I haven't been doing any classes lately. I was pretty sick with a bad cold. Starting to get better, but I felt like taking care of myself today and doing this with you guys outdoors. So from here, placing the right forearm in front of the left one, we're going to be turning our palms facing towards the sky or the ceiling. And then we're going to be sliding the right arm towards the left and the left one towards the right until our elbows are aligned. So from here, we're just going to be lowering our upper body down so that we apply tension to our shoulders, stretching them, and then just holding into stillness. It is the weight of our upper torso and the fact that our arms are crossed that will be applying the tension to stretching out our shoulders. So we can slowly slide our arms back in line with our yoga mat. Now we're going to bring the right forearm behind the left one. Taking one big inhale here. And on the exhale, sliding the left arm towards the right arm towards the left until our elbows come in line. And then dropping our upper body weight down on our elbows until we feel that stretch in our shoulders. And we can slowly uncross our arms, placing our elbows back in line with our shoulders, palms down. We're just going to be moving our hips back, pushing through our arms. And from here, touching our big toes together, we're going to sit down on our heels, bringing our knees wide to the exterior edges of our yoga mat. We're just going to be going into Whiny child's pose, which feels really good as a restorative and relaxing position after everything we just did. So let's take one big inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our hands forward, coming all the way down to our forehead. And then just relaxing into this Nasana. And when you're ready, you can slowly walk your hands backwards, raising your upper torso, closing your knees back together. And we're just going to be making our way onto our backs, so you can bring your hands forward and then placing your knees in the middle of the mat, crossing your ankles behind yourself, rolling down onto your glutes, and then extending your legs in front of you. So we're just going to be going into a recline twist with a little variation with the IT band. So we're going to bring the left ankle right underneath the right knee, opening up the hip. And from here, we can use the right hand to grab onto the left ankle. Going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to turn our hips towards the right side, placing that left foot on the ground. And then we can pull on it with the right hand to feel a deeper stretch in the left IT band. So along the left side of your left thigh, you should feel a deep stretch right now. And that's what we're aiming for. Just make sure to keep both shoulder blades in contact with the floor, looking up towards the ceiling or the sky, and just settling into stillness. So we can slowly bring our hips back to center, uncrossing that left leg, switching sides, so slowly crossing that right ankle underneath the left knee, opening up our hips, holding on to the right ankle with the left hand. Big inhale. And on the exhale, turning our hips towards the left side of your yoga mat. And then pulling on that right ankle with the left hand to have a deeper stretch on the right IT band. So the right exterior side of your thigh, which you should feel deeply right now. So we can slowly bring our hips back to center, uncrossing that right leg. And I'm going to invite you to extend your legs in front of you, taking some space on your mat, putting your palms up towards the sky. And we're just going to settle into Savasana, our final position for today's class. So let's just take a moment here to deeply breathe in and out through the nose and notice all the benefits we got from today's class. Whether it's feeling more open within your body, feeling more at ease with your mind, or just enjoying a deep sense of relaxation and calmness that was probably much needed in today's weird times that we are living in. So I'm going to invite you, if you want, to make your way to the seated position with me. Or you can stay lying down in Savasana. So thanks for joining me on the mat today. My name is Matt, and it was my pleasure to be your Yin Yoga instructor. If you like my channel, please subscribe to it to show support. You can share the classes with your friends, family members, or just invite them to try Yin Yoga for themselves. Or you can even donate to my PayPal account, which is very much appreciated and the only way that I support myself through this channel, since the whole channel and classes are free. So all of you who make donations here and there, thank you so much. I think it's very important that I say that to all of you and that I give you the recognition you deserve for doing this for me. And until next time, let's place our hands at our hearts. One big inhale, closing our eyes. One last big exhale, releasing the last tiny bits of tension throughout our body. And that's a wrap for today. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time on the yoga mat. Namaste. Bye, everyone.